Hey, we're gonna make Grandma's peanut butter balls, new improved peanut butter balls. What you're gonna need is a half a cup margarine, it's kind of butter, and what else? 3.5 cups of what we used to use Rice Krispie treats, and these we are putting Cocoa Pebbles. What else? Chunky peanut butter. Just one of these is all you need. It's 2 cups. Powdered sugar, 3.5 cups. Powdered sugar, 3.5 cups. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you're going to need a package or 2 of semi-sweet chocolate. All right, household wax, paraffin wax. This is a tough stuff to find, and we don't want to use too much of this. We'll show you when we do it, because if you use too much, you'll be shitting candles. All right. And I believe that is it. Need a big mixing bowl. That's what you need. Then cooling sheet. We're not baking anything. This is non-bake. But you want this to put it in the fridge to freeze. After you do it, then need the double. Okay. Water. Put your chocolate so we can melt the chocolate. All right. Okay. First, we're going to put in the powdered sugar. We want 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay, we've got that in there, mixed up. 3.5. And same thing, we want 3.5 cups of the Rice Krispies. Okay, 3.5 Cocoa Pebbles. This is the last bit of it. There we go. Now we want this entire Skippy extra crispy. All right, you can use Jif or whatever, but extra crispy peanut butter, extra chunky peanut butter. Okay, here we go. Use a big spoon, get in there. Get all of it out. Okay, you can hit it. All right, to get the peanut butter out the spoon, I use another spoon. Back and forth, trying to get all the peanut butter I can in there. That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, now you're gonna take your butter, your margarine. All right, just one of these is gonna do it, okay? One of these is gonna do it, just half cup. So now we wanna take this, put it in the microwave. If you want to, use the gas burner, if you want, whatever. We're gonna not gonna burn it. We're gonna melt it, all right? All right, you put it in the microwave, that's what I do, for about, I don't know, about 30 seconds. 30, 40 seconds, might even be too much, 40. 30, 40 seconds, and you'll get this. I'm gonna use my little spoon to mix it around. So there's little pieces that haven't melted yet, but don't worry about it. We're gonna mix it in there. Okay, so before we mix that in, we gotta get our hands ready. We're gonna get dirty. Okay, so the butter's ready. I'm gonna wash my hands because I'm getting up in it. All right, so I gotta wash my hands first, and then we will put the butter in, and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we get up in it and mix it all up with our hands. No utensils, but these. All right, hands are washed. I'm drying my hands. God knows we don't want soap in here. All right, hands are dry. Now we're gonna put the liquid ingredients in. Let it drip right over everything. All right, now let's do the vanilla. Okay, now the vanilla, put a little vanilla in there, a little bit flows over, that's all right. There we go, put that in. Now it's time to get dirty. Put my phone to the side, zip that up. Now let's get real. Ready? everything out of the way, hands, and get up in it. I'm gonna mix that peanut butter with the powdered sugar and our Rice Krispie, or no, new improved Cocoa Krispies. And that's it. You get up there and you get dirty. Getting everything off the sides. We're almost there. Okay. Okay, it should look like that. That consistency should look like that, all mixed together, all right? Okay, now you take about palm fold just like that, squish it, squish it. Your hands are gonna get some exercise. Believe me, my fingers are hands are sore after doing this. Make a ball like this, maybe a little bit smaller, okay? You put it on a cookie sheet. If you wanna put wax paper or something down so it doesn't stick, you can do that. These are non-stick, so I'm just putting them right on. You won't really need it in the beginning because we're not dipping in the chocolate just yet. We're gonna take them here, roll them into balls, then we put them in the fridge. Everything solidifies and it hardens up a little bit. So then we can roll them and put the chocolate on them. Okay. Looks like that's good. You want to make them a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, it's up to you. Okay, now you rolled all the balls. They should look like this. All right, so now you want to put them to chill. They'll solidify more in your fridge. Try to find room in your fridge. Christmas time, that's hard to do. So some people got to take the heat to get out of the fridge. So now we're here. This up in here. There we go. Let that sit there and chill 15, 20 minutes, or just go watch a Christmas movie, or do what we're going to do. Have pizza. Okay. Now we're going to get into the paraffin wax. Okay. So they come in, depends on how you get it. Usually they come in big discs like this. You don't need these. So what you want to do, that's probably a little too much. So we're going to cut, we're going to use about 2/3 of this, and that's it, because we don't want it to taste too waxy. All right, so we'll just take a knife and cut that. Okay, and then that's what we'll use. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, so we'll put that in our pan. You want to get your double here. Okay, we'll fill this with water. Put the wax in there. We're going to fill this with water right now. Okay. I fill it up usually about half. Do 1/3 if you want. We're going to put this on top of there. We're going to wax in here, crank the burner up, and we're going to let that melt. Okay. All right, you see in here it started to melt. The paraffin wax started to melt down, so now you're going to need a wooden spoon, by the way, to mix it. Now we're going to put in our chocolate. Stuff it all in. There we go. So now we'll take that paraffin wax, we'll cover the chocolate, we'll make the chocolate cover the wax, and keep pressing down and mixing around. See, it's gonna start slowly melting down, and we'll mix the chocolate and it'll all mix together. All right, I'll see you when she's melted. Okay, so now, look in here, should be nice and melted. So now it's time to get the peanut butter balls out of the fridge, and let's start dipping. All right, here they come, nice nice and chilled. Okay, so now we're going to take our peanut butter balls right here, drop them into the chocolate. Okay, we can use something like this. Anything you got this like this in the kitchen. And make sure you get all the sides. Good. Make sure you get all the excess chocolate off of it. And set it on the pan. If you want to put some wax paper down or something like that, I just use some excess butter. Put it there because we're just going to put it in the fridge after this, so it doesn't stick. I'm going to do 2 at a time, make it go a little faster, and that's it. Just roll them up. Get chocolate on every side, all around. Access off, and drop it on your pan and keep going until we're done. Got a plate of them all chocolated. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the fridge. Open both doors so I'm not struggling. Slip them back in there and let them cool, and then they will be ready to eat. There we go, same thing, about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Okay, so now we waited enough, at least 20 minutes. And open up here, should be nice and cold, nice and solid. Check them. Get them out. Okay, take one, check it yourself. Perfect. Now, take them off. You can store them in a container, airtight container, or one of these Christmas containers. After that, keep them in the fridge when you save them. Keep them in the fridge. I like them a little colder. And that's it. That is my grandmother's peanut butter ball recipe. She gave it to my mother gave it to me. Now I'm giving it to you. Have a Merry Christmas.